Make sure see if you back.
Some terrible movies, bro. Talking about crickets and shit. Eating.
I can't believe you didn't see that one.
Nah, I never seen that.
Refresh it one more time. Let me see.
Yeah, it's back.
We back. All right, my bad, chat. We had a technical difficulties, but we are back. Damn.
All right, we back now.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. Pull back up.
Spin the block.
Spin the block. We back. But yeah, just continuing off, we were saying. I was saying that in the Campgrounds movie, the short, it's only like 10 minutes, but there's a scene that went viral. It was a baby in the little feeding chair, and a dinosaur is snapping at it, bro. Oh, shit. It looked crazy. And the baby crying. Like, it's a real baby. This is real. I'm like, bro, the next movie about to be hella clean. Like, Walking Dead, but with dinosaurs, bro.
Ooh.
Come on, bro. Right. And they absolutely rebooted it with the Locust one. They're like, oh, y'all didn't see it, but we rounded them all up. I was hella mad. I was so mad. I know.
It was sad.
Yeah, so I was like, I was so mad at that movie because they brought everybody back. They brought
Jeff Goldblum and shit.
Everybody was back for the first one.
Even they brought him back for the Locust one. They out of pocket,
bruh. They're fighting against the Locust, bruh. Eating all the crops around the world.
So that's not even dangerous for real. I mean, it's dangerous because we're gonna starve to death, but there's no immediate danger.
It's a dinosaur movie, right. Bro. What we looking at locusts for?
Right, that's weird. Yeah,
bro, it was too heavy. Like I can see, it's a small little plot. No, that's the plot. I'm like, bro,
that's what happens when you get execs making movies.
It was horrible. And you brought all the OGs back for this. Get a chance. Watch the one if you watch the one when they released all the dinosaurs to the wilderness, that was a clean ass ending. But then going into that Campgrounds movie, which is like only 10 minutes, but it's an official movie because it was supposed to get everybody hyped for what's coming. But between that, I don't know what happened. Between that movie and the other one, they was like, nah, maybe we shouldn't because if we do that, I don't know. I don't know what they was thinking because Walking Dead is lasting for hella long. Right. So you can clearly make more movies with the apocalypse with dinosaurs in it. Nigga, we gotta coexist with them. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, bro. I think the end of the movie, you saw like the long necks motherfuckers was walking in like construction areas, and all the construction workers just like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's how the movie ended because they was everywhere now. You saw pterodactyls just flying over the cities. I'm like, oh, it's about to go down the next movie, bro. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, I got people. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that end of that one. The only thing that was weird is they cloned the little girl because the dude, like I said, he's super rich and he was able to get the technology. Like, I want my daughter back, and so he just cloned her again.
I mean, that's not as far.
But she didn't know she was a clone until like the end of the movie. You found out she was a clone. So, like I said, that they was trying to turn up and sell the dinosaurs, like the typical
white. Rich white nigga shit. Yeah.
But I think out of the both trailers, I'm looking forward to the Dairy because a horror TV show and dealing with it looked fire, and they didn't like completely ruin it with the trailer. Like you only got bits and pieces.
Right. Yeah. It intrigued me. It was one of those things where I had to double check and be like, this gonna be a show? Okay.
Yeah. Because they got it looked good. It looked good. It looked like good. It looked movie quality, and I think it's gonna be on
Max.
Yeah. Oh, it's going down.
Yeah, Max. Yeah, that's they be having fire shit too though.
Yeah.
All right. I think y'all ready for the question?
Yeah.
All right. This is a hot topic, y'all. So chime in, chat, if you can. Very, very hot topic. Do you think? Hold on, wait. I gotta ask it perfectly for the clips. Okay. Hit that like button for me, y'all. This is part 2. I'm gonna have the name in part 2. Do you think they should change the age of consent?
What?
Ooh.
Do you think they should change the age of consent from being 18?
Wait, what are we talking about?
Yeah. So it's been going viral. I don't know who the people are, but it's an older gentleman like in his early 50s talking to like a young 20-year-old, and it's like, and and he's arguing like, why can't I talk to an 18-year-old? What's the problem? Like, what if what's the big deal? I don't see what the big deal is. Like I said, he's 50. You know what I'm saying? And the younger dude is like, well, she's like a child still. Like you where's the intelligent conversation? He's like, well, I'm not talking to her for that. I'm trying to fuck, basically. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
Absolutely not. Then
what you mean?
Like I think he's asking.
He's saying make it higher.
Yeah, make it higher.
Oh.
So okay. I'm saying if you had the power to be like, you know what I'm saying, because we've all been at that age. You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever. And we talked about it a little bit, touched on it, like all these teachers getting in trouble for having sex with their students, mostly female teachers. You know what I'm saying? And like we done had fine ass teachers. If we was in that position,
right,
we probably would have pulled the trigger. 9 times out of we 100% would have pulled the trigger. None of us would have been like,
that's a fact.
Nah, man, she's too old. Like, no, none of us are saying that, especially with the teachers that we thought was bad. So, with all that into consideration, knowing that this is a 50-year-old man speaking very candidly, like, bruh, you can't give me a real reason why I shouldn't be able to talk to this 18-year-old girl. If she wants to do it, she should be able to do it. Or like, you know what I'm saying? The way he was saying it
like
was dumbass creepy. Yeah, like it was hella creepy. He was like, it can be 18 tomorrow type shit.
He wild.
But 18 is that his point is 18 is 18. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, so technically he's true, but like what I'm saying is, what would be the age of consent that we would raise it?
That's what we about to discuss.
See, that's where it gets.
So because you can be 18. But you can't vote. Well, I think you can vote when you turn 18, but you can't go buy alcohol.
Right. You can't buy tobacco.
You can't get
no more in California at least.
I don't know if you can't rent a car. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't even know if you can.
I think the age to rent a car is like 25.
Yeah. So it's like a lot of shit that you still can't do.
Right.
But you are able to sleep with whoever you want.
But also too, in certain states, it's younger than 18, I think. That's what Sandy says. It's 16 in certain states, which is crazy, which is even crazier.
So I mean, this question can go across the board for everybody. If we can staple something right now and it be fact, like you cannot, like, or should we change the age of consent, or should there be like an age gap prohibit something that if you're this much older than somebody,
you can't
do it.
That's a good question.
You know, it's tough.
Is a really good question.
You know why it's tough too, because even that example right there, it's just a known fact. And us being men, who was once boys, we got to admit that we develop a little slower. You know what I'm saying? So some could argue that 20-year-old boy or man is almost like mentally equivalent to that 18-year-old girl, right? That's just one little argument, right? But at the same time, too, though, I think for me the reason why it's just so off is because I still look at 18 as you're still in high school, and 20.
You could be 18 in high school.
No, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. For me, that's why even if it is 18, like just for me personally, I'm looking at it like because to me you're in a completely different world anyway. So that goes back to what about the intelligent conversation? It don't even gotta be intelligent. It could just be we're in two different worlds. I could be in college, or I could just have my job. You're not even on that. You know what I'm saying? You dealing with school and finals or whatever the shit. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. So that's why.
I think,
I can see the argument. That's why I can see the argument.
I think when it comes to legalities, though, I think you have to be very specific about certain shit, especially when it comes to putting niggas in jail. You feel me? Because
I also think, but my bad. I mean, go ahead.
But like, I feel like in the court of public opinion, like in social life, I feel like it's already so looked down upon. Niggas just don't give a fuck. So regardless of whether it's illegal or not, those same creepy niggas is gonna find a way to do it. Yeah. You feel me? I feel like the reason why it's 18 is because that's when people feel like, well, you know, actually in Japan, 21 is the age of adultness. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's different all around the world. And
that's exactly what I was about to say. It's also a cultural thing because, like, you have like Hispanics, they do a quinceañera. Thank you. That's basically saying their 15-year-old is become a woman and they're presenting them to the world. And a lot of them get married and go start having families at 15, 16 years old. So it's like That's why I'm agreeing with Al is saying. It's when it comes down to the legalities of it, it's gonna have to be like some very fine print because
a lot of
you're harping on some people's cultures, you know what I mean, and what they're that's normal to them, like, you know what I'm saying.
And you also had a situation where 18-year-old, but this 70-year-old man is balling. You know what I'm saying? He gonna pay. I'm on his wheel now.
Change your life.
Yeah, like so it's like some of them they're making the decision themselves. You know what I'm saying? To go and do this. You know what I mean? They might be a pursuer in the situation. You know what I mean?
I think 18 makes sense overall. Like I said, it wouldn't make sense for me personally, and I don't see how it can make sense for certain people. But I think maybe you have to be just a certain type of person, I guess, to be able to do that. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, you graduate high school and go off into college. You can go to 18, war. You could go to war. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you do that, are you going to push high school? You're going to make high school longer? Because it's like, technically, you're going to be in college not being able to do certain things, which it is when it comes to alcohol and stuff. But now it's you're even more restricted, right? So then it's like, are you really an adult at that time? Do you really feel like that? So I can see it still being 18 just because of everything that happens at that age.
What do you mean by restricted though? Because when I'm
talking about like not being able to buy alcohol but now in California tobacco.
We live and do that right now.
No,
you know
but I'm talking about like as far
age of consent just for sex. That's all I'm saying. Not to buy alcohol or
but what he's saying is that could raise a domino effect.
Yeah.
To where it's gonna have to affect other things. Because if you're saying you're not old enough at 18 to be able to decide if you're going to have sex or you're an adult, that's going to have to push a lot of other things back and change the age range for stuff.
Yeah.
For that reason.
Because I guess what I'm saying is when you graduate high school and you're done with that, you're almost jumping off the porch, right? Okay. So like how we look at it now, it's the time to become an adult and make that decision. Like, you don't have to go to class no more. You know what I'm saying? You can not go to class and just fuck that class up, and now you just starting your life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with those things, with high school have to be extended because it's, I don't know. I'm just talking about like this, the domino effect of different things.
I also said, should the age of consent be changed, or should there be an age restriction as far as if you're at a certain age, you can't go below this age?
Well, my whole thing is, all right, like Jose said, once you graduate high school, you're technically an adult. So basically now, if you saying that the age of consent is above that, then basically you're saying a grown ass adult can't do adult things, which they, like you said, they already can't, like drinking and buying tobacco. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't necessarily be mad at that. Like if they changed it to 21, I'm just saying that it probably won't change shit. And the same freaky ass niggas that's doing it now, it's just gonna be illegal then. You feel me? And then you feel me? Then you gotta go to a whole nother shit because it's like
a lot more people might be in jail, but. My thing is, I think
also we gotta think about who they use that against. Like, is this going to be across the board, or is just another way to attack a certain group of people? You feel me? Like Stack said, this is part of some niggas' cultures. This is, you feel me? So
yeah, I mean, I feel like you said, the culture thing, that's understandable. Like, but I feel like maybe for like we're just speaking strictly for America. I know we got different cultures here, like, so we can't speak for them. But just off the rip.
I wouldn't be mad at it. 21, I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah, because it's just weird when you get older people like that. That's waiting for it to hit 12. So you turn 18. You know what I'm saying? They waiting for that because at the end of the day, they like. Because the day before you was 17, so it's nothing drastically changed for you. Just time change, like
just the numbers another day,
24 hours.
So literally yesterday you was the same person. Nothing happens to you drastically when you turn 18.
Right.
But when you turn 21, you get between 21 and 25. What is it? Their frontal cortex you starts to fully develop, so you can kind of make better decisions. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just taking that into consideration. You know what I mean? Like. You'll be able to make better judgment.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Like I said, I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at the consent going up, but I know for just how the world work, like it's gonna be a lot of legalities and logistics shit, and like niggas gonna be trying to get grandfathered in and all that.
Yeah, but let me ask you this though: you think it's easier for us to say that being in our mid-30s? You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like I could never see a scenario where I could ever talk to anybody that young because, like I said, I like to talk. I'm not gonna be able to talk to somebody or even relate to somebody that young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a lot of sexual deviance out there.
Because
to
me,
people might not even be doing it for the conversation. They're doing it just because they fancy younger,
for sure.
looking
because
women.
to me, even 21, and like if it's a 70-year-old nigga, even if you're talking to a 21-year-old, it's still the same creepy freakiness to me.
It's just
You feel
legal.
me? It's just legal now.
Yeah.
You feel me? But it's like 3 years is like, you know what I mean? Like I see what you're saying, you feel me? And it is a big difference. 3 years is a big difference in time wise. You feel me? You could have a lot more life experience and a lot more you gain a lot more
those
wisdom.
college years, you know what I'm saying?
When you turn 21. Right.
But
But
also, we
also
have felt this way at that time.
well, like when we was 18.
Yeah, like if we was 18 and all of a sudden somebody told us like, hey, it's about to be. It's about to be 21. Like, would we have felt
Absolutely not Handmaid's Tale. No,
I just think it'd have been like, you feel me? Like, so, and? Like, the fuck? I'm not, I don't care about the consent.
Yeah, I got you.
I'll tell you like this, and I ain't about to say no names, but when I was 18, like, I was for sure smashing this lady. She was like 40, bro.
Yeah, no.
So like,
maybe, so what about this?
I've been there. I was 17 smashing a 26, 27
If you
year
turn
old.
18, you can sleep with anybody you want that's not over the age of 30.
I would say 21. I would agree with that.
Say if we just stick with 18. Like you cannot sleep with anybody legally that's over the age of 30.
Give them a window.
Yeah. But once you hit 21,
like a buffer?
Yeah, but once you hit 21, then
It's open range.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a lot. That's just a lot to put into a law though. Like,
Yeah, because like why 30? You know what I mean? Like not you, but like why it would be like you said, it would be a lot to even implement and explain. Like why this specific number? What does it mean to like, you know what I mean? Is there like some scientific study that says at 30
why they
that
pick 18 and not 16?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
Why they pick that specific number?
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, I don't know off the top of my head, and we don't. But I'm just, you would think that they had some type of justified reason. But that's what we're saying when you putting that law together. The pushback from the community, that maybe that community or certain people, you know what I'm saying? But like I don't know, like but like I said,
it's protection at the end of the day.
No, but I'm saying
from those predicaments.
No, but I'm saying like
But
I'm asking Al. So specifically in our situation, you were an adult and so was she, right?
Right. We was both
but at the
adults.
same time, would you have felt some type of way if you felt like you was doing nothing wrong? And I mean, obviously, you probably. I mean, I know you probably didn't want to get her in trouble. Would you, if you had found out that the consent was at that age and it changed, like would, like you know what I mean?
We already talked about this earlier.
No, I know. It's like we don't give a fuck and everything, but it's just to the point to where it's like the anxiety of having to be like, damn, like we gotta creep around and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
The double standard is still there, like I said, because us being dudes talking to older women doesn't really seem like it's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
I don't feel like I got took advantage of.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So like,
But then
I feel like I was taking them.
Yeah.
but then
You were the one that asked for that. But then I'm the finesse.
Right.
You're the finesse.
But then also too, technically, legally he's an adult, so you know that's why it's like even how we view it like that too. So,
but I think more so at the end of the day, this rule is for predators.
yeah,
Only.
for
It's
sure.
literally just
sure.
that. It's just that at the end of the day. Like we really don't give a fuck, but at the end of the day, it's so many. Because this nigga that was talking, I was so angry hearing this shit. I'm like, I can't even send this to nigga. I could have sent it to you easily. I'm like, I don't want this nigga to hear this shit. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This nigga is berating this young dude. Like, no. I'm like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
I think it's a thing of morality. It's like we can't tell you why it's wrong because it's immoral. It's just immoral. It's not that it's wrong per se. It's immoral for you to be taking advantage of a young woman. You feel me? She's not fully developed, but it's like we can't give you a logical reason why it's wrong. It just feels wrong. It's an emotional
But
thing.
it's like
That's a good point, Sandy. That's wild.
I was about to say, like
wild.
Sandy, what Sandy is saying
That's
with Bill
wild.
Belichick and his
That's
girl.
wild.
Bill Belichick is obviously the prey in this situation. Like he's not the one finessing the younger chick. The younger chick is trying to finesse him.
Yeah.
Like you see what I'm saying? So
It
like
can be protection though too from for the elderly. You know what I'm saying? You can protect from praise, and the elderly can be protected from being finessed.
But check this out though, and check this out. But at the same time, even when we said that gap that you mentioned earlier, she's 24, so she technically is of that new legal age that you're drafting right now, right? So she technically is 24.
She's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
she's good.
Yeah, but she's still.
But check this out though. Like I said, us being in our mid 30s, we damn near look at her like damn near like a kid too. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes you think like, damn, when I was 18, she was it. You know what I'm saying? You start doing that math and shit. So it's like even we look at her. And that's why I bring it back to saying that I could see the consent going up to 21, and me being my age and who I am, period, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just up here. That's just the part where it's just like, I don't know. Like, I would think that even 21-year-olds is kind of like, I don't know. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Just for me personally, you know what I'm saying? But I get it though. Morally, because like you said, niggas waiting for them to turn. Niggas waiting for them to turn 18 is crazy work, bro. You know what I mean?
When I found out
obviously
the little girl, Catch Me Outside. She became a millionaire, killed the OnlyFans overnight. As soon as she turned 18, she just turned that bitch on.
Because she was what, 15, 16 when she got. That video came out, like 16,
maybe like 15. Yeah. She was young. So niggas, you know how many niggas was waiting on that?
That's crazy work, bro.
That's crazy. Niggas was at the computer like this.
Counting down.
Like,
they did like
ready to subscribe, bro.
They did like the statistics on how many men like subscribed to OnlyFans, and it was like more than half the niggas in the US. It was crazy.
That's wild.
But you know what's crazy? I think she could see the age range, so because you have they have an algorithm, and she does it, but she's discussed it. She's like, a lot of these motherfuckers could be my granddaddy, my daddy. Yeah. So I'm like, the majority of my quote unquote fans,
how bad you want this?
She
money,
don't fuck
bitch.
with them. It's like, you know what I'm saying? They just pay me, but I don't fuck with them. So I mean that's I don't know. That's interesting being a girl. You know, because
even the whole thing of like. What Al said, like, morally is just ridiculous, because it's like you wait till they turn 18 to pursue, and it's legal. But the fact that we all know that you waited till it's just like, but there's nothing I can.
If you didn't have to wait, let's imagine if you didn't have to wait.
What I'm saying is
crashing out earlier.
No, but what I'm saying is there's nothing that nobody can do, even if the nigga was sitting there blatantly, obviously just waiting for them to turn 18 and then latched on because it's like, hey, they legal, right? They legal, right?
Just not
like, you know what I'm saying? Just not like this. It's like, bro, what the fuck? I was
watching. I'm like, bro, how? Who are you? Yeah. Like, how you have a platform? This is insane. I've never heard this come out of anybody's mouth. And it's like, it is people out there that will go hard on you because you got them fucked up.
To prove that point. So some wild ass scenario, wild ass example of like, yeah, I'm fucking with that 18. Like, bro, what?
No, but you know what? That came up once before.
But goddamn, bro,
that has something like that has came up once before when they was doing like when they was talking about like the transgender community and shit. And people was like, well, if he can feel like a girl and she can feel like a boy, why can't I be 70 and feel like I'm 21? And that's why I like 18-year-olds or. That's how that conversation did, and they were trying to justify that.
Nigga playing word gymnastics.
No, for real. I'm just saying that I can't remember the name of the podcast, but it was somebody doing an interview about that shit, and they was like, yeah, what's the difference if they can feel like they're a girl inside, or they can feel like if he can feel like he's a girl inside and she can feel like she's a boy inside? Why can't I be a certain age and feel like I'm another age inside?
Yeah, that's weak.
But I guess
they were really trying to justify that shit.
The only way I can adjust,
this is above my pay grade.
The only way I can think of it making sense, not to that ridiculous gap, is because, like I said earlier, like we already just be like, you know, we a little more immature than women. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that still lasts a little longer. So it's like, you know, if it's that's why we talked about the Shannon Sharp thing. It's like probably why he wouldn't want to get nobody his age, because she'd probably be a little bit more serious and more business. You know what I'm saying? More buttoned up. But like I said, that don't mean you got to go that young. But yeah. But he could have went fucking 15 years younger than him, and he would have been in the clear. She still would have had more energy, just as much, and been cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's like niggas feel like they got to go and rob the cradle, bro.
Right. I mean, it's also, you know, like you said, it's a double. What is it called? Double standard. Because you know, like Tracy Ellis Ross, she just came out and said she like younger men, but nobody was like on her back about it. You feel me? So it's like, you know, it's easy for us to look at her and be like, oh yeah, nah, she nasty. But it's like, as long as, like, you feel me? It also is like, how young is she talking?
And it also depends on who's the pursuer, who's the pursuee. Like the Dre example, I don't know. We don't know who pursued who.
No, but that wasn't my. I wasn't tripping off who pursued who. My thing was, me and you got into the argument about it because you try to say, were they really messing with you? I'm like, no, it obviously has to do with money and his status, because if that's the case, why she didn't let none of her son's partners smash or she get with them? Because they don't have the money or status that Jalen Green got. I'm just saying, going for face value from what we see and what we can put together. It's obviously because it has to do with his money and his status.
Yeah,
that's why I'm not.
Obviously,
you could be right. They could legitimately. I'm saying
that it could have been a lot of young niggas that his age that have status and money that couldn't go as far as he went with Dre. Dre has rubbed shoulders with the highest level of people.
Yeah, because I was going to say, because she obviously has a type, so she probably just went into her type into that pool, and that's who she probably wanted to fuck with.
But her previous dudes were all her age.
But you got,
so you get what I'm saying. It would be a different.
I get what you're saying.
It would be different if the whole time she was always messing with somebody that was significantly younger than her, but she always messed with somebody that was in her age range.
But if she fucking with somebody with her age range, she'll be fucking with a nigga like Al Horford or something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody some old ass nigga like that. So obviously she gonna have to get younger. What was the quarterback she was messing with, bro? That guy.
I don't know anybody.
She was fucking with the corner from.
It was a quarterback dude that got the. They gave him that shot in his chest and it went too far and hit his lung. Tyrod Taylor. That he for sure that he is around her age.
And she fucked with the corner from the Cowboys.
Scandrick.
Yep. Yeah. Him. She fucked with a few people.
You see what
obviously, but I mean,
I'm saying they're all older than you. They're closer to her age.
She probably just had to go younger because you gotta get that fresh money. You got fresh contract.
That's all I'm saying.
And also at the same time, he probably knew she was bad from back in the day, like we said previously.
Yeah. And Tracy Ellis Ross said she fuck with the younger niggas because she said older niggas be misogynistic, and basically it sound like all the shit that the old niggas be saying. You feel me about the young bitches? Like, yeah, I can get. You feel me? They ain't all.
But you see,
she just said it different. She said it more like Jose said. They more mature, so she said it more mature. And also it's the same thing. Like you taking advantage of this young nigga brain. Like,
but check this out though. Just imagine hearing like somebody like a Shannon Sharp say, I fuck with younger women, and her saying the same, I fuck with younger men. It just sounds different for
that double standard.
Publicly to society. It just sounds different. When you hear a man say it, he sounds like a PDF. When we hear a woman say it, it's like, he probably, because when you say it right there, I'm like, oh, she probably talking about like 40s, 30s. You know what I'm saying? And you see how that thought came in my mind. But if you hear a man say that, you be like,
nah,
you know what I'm saying? Well, how young? You know what I mean? Yeah, so.
But also, I think it go down to, like we said earlier, men, like, for me, for example, I think, and a lot of women say this too, a lot of men don't realize when they being abused. And because we don't see it as abuse. I saw like I was winning. You feel me? Like I'm fucking this older, like you feel me? I'm driving the car,
abusing your ass.
You feel me? Apparently I was getting abused, but it didn't feel like it.
Keep it coming.
You feel me? Like bro said,
I'm gonna let this nigga drive my car. Watch I got it.
You want some alcohol? You want some alcohol, little nigga? You know how to drive? Try that motherfucker.
I'm going through it right now. I'm driving.
Go to the store. Come back when you want. Here, get you something nice.
She had my favorite car ever. I'm like, oh yeah,
getting cashed out, getting fed, and still getting abused.
It didn't feel like abuse.
Just make sure you about to come eat this butt. Just make sure you in the house by 11. You be back by 11.
Go have a shower and get ready.
Yes,
Get off the game to beat the booty.
That nigga crazy.
No, shut up. Shut up. Ain't right here. Get off
I
that
bought that
game.
PS5, right?
Get off that game. Could be some booty. Get ready. About to go freshen up.
That nigga crazy.
That shit funny, man.
This bud is wild.
I mean, like I said, I've been thinking about the question all week. Once I saw that little podcast or whatever, I'm like, this debate is the most out of pocket debate I've ever seen, and it was doing numbers. And I'm like, do I want to go to the comments? I don't know if I want to go to the comments because if you just watch the video, the 50-year-old nigga is going hard. It's like almost his platform. The way he talk, I'm like, is this nigga show? Whose show is this?
That nigga can't prepare.
He is
nigga.
going off on this little nigga. He like, bro, what you saying? Because that's where I got the conversation from earlier. Like, if I take advantage of a girl or whatever, and she has an orgasm, that's not wrong. I'm like, what? I've never heard those words.
That's wild.
Ever. So I'm like, bro, this is insane, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
There's some morality. Like
she liked it. She wanted it.
his
Like,
morals are just.
that's a dangerous individual.
He's
And
evil.
He's the nigga that's gonna be like, hey,
think.
woman, go get me my beer. And he did it on his podcast. And he's like, now ask her, does she feel like I mistreated her? He was like, I'm not gonna ask her because she's probably gonna say no. He was like, yeah, you got a problem me calling you woman? Yeah, open my beer and hand it to me. I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna find a video and I'll send it to y'all individually and y'all tell me what you think or whatever. But I watched it to the point where hella clips of this nigga started to pop up. So I'm hella annoyed. I'm like, okay, I can't keep watching this because this is like, it's what's it called? Rage bait. I'm like, this nigga is going way too hard on this ridiculous ass topic. So
That's crazy, bro.
that's why
Overly trying to prove a point.
And that made me reconsider. Like, man, maybe niggas should
He one of them freezer
maybe
meat
niggas should change the age of consent because niggas like this is out here going hard on it. Like, nigga, them niggas outside at the graduation. You know what I'm saying? Are they graduated? I got flowers. I got the little whatever the little shit you put on you, the lays. I got you.
I got the lay
I'm
for
gonna
the
take care of
lay.
you. Then he said, what's gonna be more financially better for her? Fucking with me or fucking with somebody her age? Who more financially stable? Just answer that question. No, don't go. No. Who's more financially stable? I'm like,
That's the problem with capitalism, bro. So this is a capitalism problem.
He's trying to speak logic into that shit.
Yeah,
it's not logic.
He really talking to himself at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to convince himself. I'm like, bro,
Because his motherfucking guilt is killing him inside. He got to get it out.
He won't even let bruh respond because the bruh's like, I don't even know how to respond to this.
You know
what I'm saying?
wrong.
Because this sounds
it's
so crazy.
morally wrong, bruh. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with logic. You're just wrong, bro. Like,
it was
some things you can't explain. Shit. You feel me? Like, I can't explain to you why. If I have to explain to you why certain shit is wrong, then to me, that's like the definition of like you damn near evil, my nigga.
But you know what's even crazy about it?
If I can find a clip, I wouldn't even send it to you. It's so out of pocket.
If your 67-year-old uncle brought his new girlfriend to the barbecue and she was 18, I feel like he would get the exact same reaction if she was 18 or 21. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bruh.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck?
And if I'm 18 and he bring an 18-year-old girl, I'm really looking at both of y'all crazy. Because even when I was 18, I'm not fucking with no 7-year-old woman, bro. That's nasty.
That's for sure low-key nasty.
What is going on?
My ain't rich or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It just,
what the fuck?
So how what y'all think about AE messing with Cher?
I don't know who that is.
That's Sonny from Sonny, the Sonny and Cher. Remember they had that old ass TV show back like in the 70s?
Cher got cheese and she messed.
Oh.
And he used to be with Amber Rose, but he from out here, and he's dating Cher. He like what? I think he younger than us. I think he's like in his late 20s, just hitting 30.
It's nasty.
And Cher is like 70, 80, nigga.
Yeah. Some people got weird fetishes.
Tiger was messing with Madonna.
Yeah, nah.
That's his grandma's age, nigga.
What's the name? Wasn't he fucking with what's the name when she was 17? Tiger.
Oh yeah, Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, Kylie Jenner, and then he was like, "No, we just friends." And all of a sudden, she turned 18, and they came out being in a relationship.
Elvis was fucking with a girl named Priscilla, and she was only 15.
Karl Malone,
Calling out
dirty
white
ass.
people too.
No, but that well, before that Karl Malone shit, but that's the shit. That's the shit. That's the example right there. Like this nigga Tiger, bro, was her friend when she was 17 all the time. All of a sudden, she 18. They come out in a relationship. It was like, bro, that's painfully obvious. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga
He
Charlamagne.
definitely hit it before.
That nigga Charlamagne said he was red shirting that thing.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Like shit like that is obvious, but what can you do about it? But look at this nigga like sideways. Like, all right.
There's a spectrum where you have younger women, 18, 17, that are fascinated with niggas that's old, and same vice versa. That is a real thing. It's not, they're not after no money.
Yeah, it's a fetish.
They just
Yeah, for sure.
fantasize. Like
It's like niggas who like feet.
Exactly, 100%.
Or cucking.
Yeah, right. There's motherfuckers out there that's not balling that absolutely got them young ones, bro. I'm like, that shit weird. So
We all know a nigga. You feel me? When we was growing up, that you nigga, why are you with her?
Think about it, bro. We was 16, 17 watching dudes 20 and up come pick girls up from school.
Bro,
Which was
coming
normal.
back like you
Yeah.
graduated like
at
3
that time,
years
when we
ago.
looked at that, that's normal. Like, y'all niggas catting on us, bro.
Like yeah,
All
bro,
our
you
bitches.
niggas got cars and shit.
Like, we ain't no
You can't
chance.
compete with that.
We got no chance.
I'm over here chopping up at the bus stop, like, yeah, baby. Nigga pull up, like, we out.
Nigga
I'm
got
like,
the freshest kicks on. Nigga,
I'm like, nigga, I was just trying to. I'm gonna see you later.
nigga
I'm like,
pull up
damn.
slapping hella loud.
I'm like, come on, baby.
I thought that shit was weird at that
That's your
time
little brother?
too. Me too.
Oh, he's so
Yeah.
cute. What was that? Lottery ticket. The nigga with the wave cap. He was like, nigga, here. That nigga wave cap, bro. That shit was hella funny,
But I
bro.
thought that shit was weird at that time too, though. Like even though it
Definitely.
looked cool and everything,
You
it
coming
was
back
just-
up to this high school,
Yeah,
bro,
the thought of it,
crazy.
I'm like, bro, you graduated 2 years ago. What the fuck,
And
bro?
I was like, what hating too, but it was still weird
but
too.
yeah,
I was hating though.
yeah,
I'm like,
like-
fuck these niggas, bro.
You can't get no bitches in college, bro.
Nigga, you working at Target, nigga, with all the hoes.
Hey,
Nigga.
you know what's crazy? It might be that they intimidated when they get around people their own age. And they know they
Yeah.
can come back and take advantage and
Get
live
something
off their
easy.
popularity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was hot when I was here, so let me just go back and
Yeah.
double back. You know what I'm saying? I'm still hot.
Yeah,
No,
right.
R. Kelly, well, he wasn't going to those schools, but he was like. No, I don't. That's not a good example because he could have went anywhere and got any.
Yeah,
bitches,
it's R.
but he
Kelly.
for sure was pulling up to the schools, but
Facts. That's fact.
yeah, a lot of niggas did that, man. They can't get out of that high school mentality. Like, damn, I was so
Apparently,
tight. I was
Drake
so
was
tight.
pulling up to Sierra Canyon.
Who?
Drake, remember he had that
Oh,
song?
nigga, that was weird. The basketball games.
He said Sierra Canyon parking lot looking like he said one of the strip clubs, bro.
That was
Like the city park.
Yeah.
Because remember he was fucking with that with Bruh's mom.
She was bad.
Yeah,
Remember
she
he
was hella
closed
thick.
down what
Oh, yeah.
Dodgers was it Dodgers Stadium?
Yeah, had dinner
And
with her.
had dinner with
in
her.
the middle of the,
He rented out the whole ballpark and
Yeah.
had dinner with her on the fucking field.
Whose mom was that?
how-
It was
you
one of,
supposed
it
to
was one of,
compete
he was hooping. He was
compete
hooping
with
with Bronny.
Yeah, he one of them. He like one of the top ranked niggas. Like one of his,
His
mom.
mom was bad.
I think he just got drafted or he
Drake
about to get
mastered the art
drafted.
of talking to bitches, so he winning on all sides. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine,
he got
yo-
the money and he got the game,
Bro, imagine,
you ain't about to be able
bro.
to snatch that.
Imagine your mom talking to bruh. I would be. Nigga took her ass to Dodger Stadium.
It was 50 Cent was doing pranks where he was pulling up to people houses and then he was sitting in
Act like he messing with their
Oh,
mom.
yeah,
I
yeah,
said
that
that
was
shit was
hella
hella
random. That was
funny.
funny as fuck.
Some dudes, Kim's kids was juiced.
Bruh, could you imagine coming home, finding out that she dating Drake, and you hella mad, and all of a sudden you see them Nikes just sitting there, all the
Knock this.
yeah, all the
All
knock
the-
this
yeah,
shit,
all
all the
the
clean
sweatsuits.
shit. Yeah, you like
All the kicks.
She got a big ass chain on with a rollie and shit.
Yeah.
Like, damn, where you coming from, mom? You know, me and my new boyfriend. You find out it's Drake. Nigga, oh man.
I need a rollie too.
he start
hey.
blessing you. You be like,
Oh God, nigga. What you mean?
Man, final thoughts on the age of consent, man. Y'all think just
Nah, I think 21. I think I wouldn't be mad at that.
I wouldn't be mad.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I
I don't think it's gonna change anything, but I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
like I said, I think a lot of niggas would get more trouble, you know, or they
Yeah.
have to be more cautious.
It'll be definitely more like it'll be definitely like more like people in
People will
trouble
bust
and shit.
themselves out.
Yeah.
Like people that's angry about it.
It'll
Why?
definitely
Why they change
it'll definitely deter some people.
Man.
Niggas need to get taken out, bro.
Yeah,
These niggas
yeah.
they need their own special island for these
Him,
niggas to get
Diddy,
locked up.
all the other
That dude, it was crazy. I'm gonna send y'all
He
the
black?
clip, man. No.
Oh, thank God.
Absolutely not.
We have it too much.
He got the whole grade thing going. I'm gonna show y'all when we get upstairs, bro. He was going hard. I'm like, bro, this is so difficult to watch, and I'm afraid to go to the comments because if anybody is agreeing with this nigga, I'm crashing out. I never comment, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I can't see these comments, bro. I'm gonna just leave it alone. But I watched it too long, so the algorithm sent me another one. Like the rest of the conversation, I'm like, this nigga still talking to this nigga. Like, you should have ended this debate once this nigga said, if he all were somebody and they come, she wanted it.
That's wild, bro.
Bro, in the conversation,
That's wild.
bro. All right, I'm gonna
Like,
go
how
ahead.
do you know that? How do you even know that? You clearly R-worded somebody.
Yeah, nah.
Like,
yeah.
bro, you are wild, nigga. He gotta go. Yeah, he gotta go. Send his ass up to nigga down to hell.
But I did go to the comments and people calling him by his name, so he's known in some communities. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen this person before. Y'all might know the nigga. So
All right, so
y'all
hot
hate
take.
this nigga.
Hot take. I'm gonna tell you.
Y'all might know the nigga. It's crazy.
So my final thought. This is. I thought about this, and this is confirming it. The reason why it can never be changed to 21 because the percentage of the race breakdown for these PDFs is crazy, bro. And the main people that's gonna be affected by it is the 58%. You know what I'm saying? The white folks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
They're not gonna, So it's gonna be it's a trickle down effect. You know what I'm saying? Because them people that we talked about, them Epstein people that he know, they might be probably on that same. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So they might be. You talking about the 58% right now.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
58%
It's
is
crazy.
That's
It's crazy.
dumb high.
So that's why I feel like that shit will never change because who is it mainly? That's you know what I'm saying? It's
they're
them.
benefiting.
I think
remember we said why I picked the number? Now you might know.
I think the country is like 58% white or 60% white or something. That's like
Might be yeah. All right, man. We gotta get up out of
Think
here.
about it, man. It's crazy.
Thank you for everybody for pulling
Makes
up,
sense.
especially to the part 2. This is a 2-part stream. I'm gonna probably title this stream "Age of Consent." Like, should we change the age? I'm just gonna title it different. It's not. We're not talking about Diddy and shit or whatever. So
the second part. Of the stream?
the part 2. So right on for everybody for pulling up. Sandy, Yella, Santana, Fresh was in here. We had somebody named Scotty up in here. I never seen Scotty.
Beat me up.
Yella was up in here. Let me see. Hess was up in here.
Fresh.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all hit that like button for us too on this video and the last video. If y'all can, a big favor, just drop a comment. Not in the live chat, but just drop a comment under the videos. Let us know if you're gonna go check out the Mission Impossible movie. How you felt about the Welcome to Derry trailer and the new Jurassic World trailer. But yeah, man, hit us up. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm gonna let these guys take y'all out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hey, I got something to say. I got something to say.
Two of them, right?
The fucking as far as this Joey Badass versus TDE shit, you New York niggas, bro, y'all gotta stop calling the whole West Coast just LA. Like LA is bigger than West Coast is bigger than just LA. You feel me? You could drive 8 hours north and still be in California.
For real facts.
Hey, in the stream. This time we in the stream. You feel me? I can't see this.
Animal
Good
cruelty.
action.
So he ain't got no act.
He
No, I get. There was a delay. Delay.
He said, "Oh, I still got it."